Welcome, everyone, and good morning. This is Jim McDaniel at URL Insurance Group. Just so I can make sure everybody can hear me okay, if you could click on the raise your hand button on the side of the screen here, let me know that I'm coming through. You can hear my voice. Okay, that looks good. Thank you, everybody. Okay, as I said, good morning. This is Jim McDaniel. I'm the Marketing and Technology Director here at URL Insurance Group. In my office, I have Ken Clemens, President and CEO here at URL, and I want to definitely thank everybody for taking this morning for a brief, probably 20-minute call, if that, on some new services and a new website to support those services that we're launching here at URL this coming Thursday morning. So you're getting a little sneak preview of our homepage here and those services that support it. We know this is a busy Medicare time for everybody, so we want to make this transition to the new site as smooth as possible, and I think that you'll see that the site that you're familiar with using hasn't changed too much. You'll see on our home screen here the four kind of new divisions: Aries Insurance Agent Services, Gemini Elite Agent Partners, Orion Concierge Advisor Services, and Apollo Employee Benefits Services. If you're used to coming to our site and logging in and running quotes and using our forms and quote tools and all those different things, all those are still going to be accessed under the Aries section of the site. Once you get into Aries, you'll have your login screen over here to the right, which you'll be familiar with, and then the departments and tools and forms and different things will be pretty much the same as what you've used in the past. We kind of kept everything pretty much the same order and set up as it was before, a little new look to everything, and some things are streamlined. And by all means, if there's something that you've accessed in the past that you can't find now, please reach out to me and we'll get you to the right section. If you're in any of these subdivisions and you want to get back to the main homepage, you can click on the URL icon on any of them, and that'll bring you back up to the top level. If you're a Gemini agent partner of URL, and you log in under the Gemini section of the site, or the Aries section of the site for that matter, Gemini Agent Partners will get some enhanced content from after they log in. They'll see some custom information on different things once they're in there. And once you logged in on the Gemini 2, this menu bar will change so that you can run quotes and pretty much see everything else that is under the Aries side of the site. So Gemini Agent, you can log in here under the Gemini side to see custom content. Aries Insurance Agents can log in under the Aries section of the site to run quotes and see everything that you're used to seeing. We encourage you to look through the site, check things out. We've got some new content, some new areas to explore, and some of those new services and areas are going to be given an overview right now by Ken. So Ken, if you want to go ahead and take it away and talk about the philosophy behind these services and some of the directions that we're moving in.
Great. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for attending the call, and thank you, Jim, for organizing the call this morning. As Jim mentioned, we thought it was important to at least take a few minutes this morning, not going too much into detail, but trying to provide a nice overview of this new website and an idea of what some of these great new celestial terms mean, like Aries, Gemini, Orion, and Apollo. Certainly going to be new to many of you who are logging in and seeing it for the first time. You know, I've often joked with Jim that our website is sort of like my garage at home a lot of times. You know, when it's clean and nice, there's nothing better, but if it's anything like my garage, it can tend to get cluttered and a little bit messy in a pretty good hurry. So it's important, I think, to take a close look and go through a thorough cleaning every once in a while, which, again, I'll thank Jim and his team for doing a great job. I think this turned out great. I think it's going to be very user-friendly, and it's going to do a nice job of outlining, I think, the direction that URL is going with providing some new services and service platforms. So with that, I'll say for those of you who have been in the insurance business for almost 30 years, like I have, it would be an understatement to say that we've experienced a lot of change. A lot of things have changed here at URL with the way that we do business over my time here. But one thing that I want to make a point about is that one thing that won't change is our commitment to the wholesale brokerage market. It's been our focus for 30 years now, and it will continue to be our focus, and it's a marketplace that we're committed to. With that being said, one thing that has changed here with us dramatically over the 30 years are the diverse numbers and types of clients and business models that we work with. 25 years ago, we worked almost exclusively with independent life insurance agents and some property and casualty agencies. Today, our client base is a lot broader, a lot more diverse. So including independent agents, property and casualty agencies, we now work with a lot of financial planning offices, wealth management firms, law firms, associations, and accounting firms. And one thing that I can tell you that I've noticed over the last 8 or 10 years about these different businesses and the business models, at least the ones that have been successful, is their desire to offer a wider range of services to their clients. The reasons that they want to do that, pretty simple. As many of you know, the more policies, the more touches you have binding you with your clients, it encourages a longer lasting, stronger relationships. They also like to ensure that their clients are receiving the highest level of expertise and guidance in whatever area of financial services they're looking for. And ultimately, like all of us, we're looking to generate additional revenue for our businesses. So with that, I know that Jim has briefly looked at Aries, Gemini, Orion, and Apollo here, but I want to go into a little bit more detail and give you an idea of what our impetus and our motivation for formalizing some of these programs has been. Although the terminology here may be a little different, the nuts and bolts of the offerings here really haven't changed that much. And a lot of these services we've been providing for years, but it just has gotten to the point where it was important for us to formalize these programs and make them available on a wider range to all of the clients that we're working with. So as Jim mentioned, Aries is pretty simple. It's what we've been doing for 30 years. It's our traditional wholesale brokerage for any licensed insurance professional. So everything that you've seen from our site before, all of the information and services, you're going to still be able to access when you come to this homepage through the Aries portal. As Jim mentioned, through the Gemini portal, this is a program that we developed 2 years ago that has garnered tremendous response. It's been hugely successful for us. And the bottom line with Gemini, it's been a huge win-win, not only for us, but for those agent partners who have seen the value in connecting with us on the Gemini level. So for those Gemini partners, they're going to be logging in through this Gemini portal. They will have access to everything that you would see and have access to through the Aries portal, plus some additional special information that we reserve for those elite agent partners in the Gemini program. Moving on to Orion, this is probably the most interesting aspect of the website, as well as an offering that I think everyone can take advantage of. Going back to those different business models and different providers that we work with today, this is a program that has been building now for a number of years. It's really something that we've been doing, but again, see the value now in formalizing. So the best way to look at it would maybe to give a couple of examples. The first one would be possibly a property and casualty agency that has worked with us for years and maybe has seen the value in partnering us to provide some life insurance products or some health insurance products, but they knew very little about Medicare, and they didn't have anyone in their office necessarily that wanted to get certified or pursue that. They would come to us and we would work on some kind of joint arrangement to help their clients and work out a revenue sharing piece for that. That's something that we have done informally for years with property and casualty agencies. Another example might be a bank that has an in-house financial services division that is very good at providing financial advice and possibly life insurance and annuities and other things to their clients, but they know very little about employee benefits or group health insurance. But they know that they want to take advantage of that opportunity with their clients and make sure their clients are provided the highest level of expertise. So again, they may look to us to partner with us in-house to provide that service to their clients, and we would do that on some sort of joint case arrangement. So the examples go on for this, and again, is something that we've been doing on an informal basis for a number of years. We have decided, because it has grown and the attractiveness to a lot of the clients that we work with, to leverage the level of expertise that we have in-house here at URL for life insurance and annuities and Medicare and health insurance and employee benefits, has really gotten to the point where it warranted building a formal program. So as you would log into the Orion portal, and Jim, if you could do that, I think what you'll see is a brief outline of how the program is run, some of the advantages to the Orion program. And we would just ask, if you examine your own business and you think that there's some advantage to you expanding your services, and you don't necessarily have the level of expertise yourself, or you're not in a position to take on the overhead of hiring or possibly acquiring another agency to leverage that level of expertise, that you give the Orion program some consideration. I think it's a great way for you to expand the services and make sure that your clients are receiving the highest level of expertise that we can provide here at URL. Moving on to the Apollo section of the website, this really was designed as a byproduct of not only the Orion program, but the fact that as our exposure has grown and the number of clients and different business models that we work with have grown, we have seen a larger visitation rate, I'll say, of consumers coming to our website. So as we've expanded the Orion program, even informally, we've noticed that a lot of your clients that we value greatly have begun to visit our website. And more often than not, in its former version, tends to cause some confusion more than anything else when clients are coming to our website and seeing information about products and other services that are very confusing to them. So part of the motivation for cleaning up the website and designing these new portals was giving consideration to the fact that a lot of consumers might be coming to visit our homepage, and through the Orion program and with us working directly with some of your clients, more and more they'd be visiting the homepage, and this way it's a little bit cleaner. They have a portal that they can go to as we develop it further that will provide more information for them. So with that, I anticipate that as the coming days and weeks go on and the site goes live and you have the opportunity to investigate these programs a little bit further, that you'll have some more questions. We certainly welcome that. We'll welcome any discussion about how these programs may benefit you and your business, how you may be able to leverage Gemini as a program if you're currently an Aries partner, how you may be able to leverage Orion to expand the services of your business, and certainly Apollo as some of your clients may be doing some investigation and coming to URL's site directly. So with that, again, I will say that we welcome any discussion in the coming days and weeks how we can help you. Until then, I'll say thank you for attending the call this morning, and as always, thank you for your business, thank you for your friendship, and good selling, everyone. Jim, you have any closing words?
That's all. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. This will be recorded if you came in late, and we'll distribute that out. Thanks again for your time. Have a great morning.